Hello, Assalamualaikum everyone, my dear friends, lecturers, and whoever you are who are watching this video right now. My name is Farrah and this is my pitching video for ELC 590 in which I will be pitching about the idea of becoming famous is not necessarily a good thing. By the end of this video, I hope that I will be able to change your perception, your view on becoming famous. Nowadays, everyone wants to be famous. It is like they associated being famous equal to being successful. Everyone is competing against each other to see who has more followers on their social medias. There is one tagline that I want to share with you about being famous that you need to remember, which is being famous comes with a high price. The problem of being famous is that can you handle the popularity? Being famous actually is not for everyone because not everyone can handle the weight of popularity. Once you are famous, you will lose your freedom and you are more prone to be criticized. But since everyone only see the sweet details about it, they forgot or they overlook about the bitter truth of being famous. So it is not like you are not allowed to be famous. You can be famous, but there are ways on how to be famous in a good way. Here are a few solutions that I can offer to you. One of them is that if you want to be famous, you need to prepare yourself beforehand, especially your mental, because you will need to face not only the good things that the popularity brings, but also the bad things, the bad consequences. Another way is to be clear-headed every time you want to do or post something, because you never know when people will put the popularity against you when you make a small mistake. The third way or another way is to be ready, to always be ready to correct yourself every time you do a mistake. Always learn to accept criticism and constantly improve yourself to be better and better. If you want to be famous for a long time, you should be famous for a good cause. Maybe you can be famous for spreading awareness or making beneficial content that can help others. You should also stay away from controversies and only do content that can influence people in a good way. By using this way, you can maintain and protect your reputation in a pristine way. Have you ever heard of a saying that the higher you are, the harder you fall? So in this case, the more famous you are, there are more risks that you need to deal with, and the easier you are to fall and lose everything. You can just look at how many famous people, influencers, celebrities who lost their popularity overnight because of a small mistake, because of an accidental mistake, and they end up developing some mental illnesses, and worse, some even committed suicide because they can't handle the pressure of popularity. Therefore, I really want to call out to everyone to stop thinking or stop wishing to be famous, because being famous is not necessarily a good thing. Please stop competing with each other to be famous. being famous does not equal to being socially validated. If you want people to recognize you or your talent, work hard for it. Do not desire or do not greed on being famous until you opted to do some crazy things, because it will only humiliate you in the future. And always remember that popularity that comes easily will also disappear easily. With that, I will end my pitching. I hope that your view on being famous is not only sweet details but also contains all this bitter truth. With that, I will end my pitching video. Thank you for listening. I will see you in the next video. Assalamualaikum. Goodbye.